behind me here to witness what was really a hastily called city council meeting over this fiscal emergency. All the meeting was about was passing an ordinance that the mayor wanted to have passed that would open the door to Springfield coming in to help this city, which is actually $164 million in debt and has very little ability to pay its current bills. Now, some 150 interested residents coming in to hear the mayor, Christopher Clark, say Harvey needs to say this really about itself and thus invite Springfield to come in, examine the books, and help design a way forward. In fact, Harvey has a 52% property tax collection rate, which is not very high, and they bring in less money than they spend, even though they have the third highest property taxes in Cook County. And in fact, 35% of state revenue and restricted funds gets diverted by the state controller to fund the fire pension, and municipalities in Illinois are not allowed to declare bankruptcy. And so the current administration has been sounding the alarm in this situation for 6 years now.
We can bring brighter minds into our community to help us to move forward and figure out ways to deal with such a sizable amount of debt, then we welcome it.
We're very hopeful that we can change our tide with new bodies that will oversee our financial situation.
Okay. Now, the vote for that ordinance
against Alderwoman Colby Chapman. Chapman is an alderperson in Harvey. She was originally accused of causing disruptions during city council meetings and faced disorderly conduct and resisting arrest charges. It led to the mayor taking efforts to censor and move her.
Luckily, and yes, I am parked in a disabled spot. Contrary to what folks think, I am disabled. Woo, the saga will continue. But yeah, so this is going to be an interest. They got police everywhere. I don't know if y'all see this, but they outside directing traffic and stuff. This is St. Mark's Church in Harvey. So it's definitely a scene. Just wonder what's gonna happen. I heard that that the mayor's already here. Ryan just texted me he's on his way. So this is they got cops everywhere and sheriffs. So I don't know what they finna say at this meeting, but I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad y'all joining in, tuning in to listen. And yeah, I got my body cam on too. I don't trust none of these people around here. Police officer, I got my camera in my car. Yes, I do not trust these folks. After yesterday's court hearing, I don't trust anyone. Stay away from me. If I don't invite you into my personal space, stay out of it. Don't come near me. If I don't call you or text you on a regular, leave me the fuck alone. That's just my thoughts. I'm just putting it out there to the world in case this live is streamed on anybody's broadcast, so that way everybody can get the word and spread it. Leave me alone. Keep me out of y'all fraudulent group chats. So we here, just waiting to see when they're gonna open the doors. And I gotta use the bathroom. But guess what, y'all? I just went and got blueberries. Whoop, whoop. Is my chat on? I don't even know if people can hear me. Cause I ain't. Let me see. Get this straight while I'm right here. Okay, the volume is up. All right. And we just wait. Let me see what else. Make sure I ain't got nothing in this bag they're gonna talk about. They even got sheriffs. Why the sheriffs here so heavily? This is a heavy police presence, y'all. And the news media is here. I'm gonna get the fuck out because I'm gonna get some coverage. I'm kind of excited. What the hell is gonna happen? Where my other thing at? This is my. Alright, that way I can hold this wrong. Get back out and get my keys. That way I don't have to get to the back of the line. I see our older woman, Miss Colby Chapman. She just walked up. I got out right in time. Let me lock my door. Hey. Hey, how are you, older woman? Hey, you look cute. Mm-hmm. Hey, how y'all doing? We like double teaming you up here with the love. How y'all doing? Right here, no, I'm on live. Oh shit. Thank you, because I'm about to fall. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna put my key on. No, I'm gonna put it on my walker. I left my walker at home because I went to the court yesterday and I took it out of my car. I normally have it. Let me put my backpack on right.
So if the state wants to step in and do it right, let's just do it right. Scratch everything before they do it right. Let's get it right. So I don't have to do that. But I'd also like you all to know that on Sunday at 3 p.m. there was a city, a special meeting where we were going to receive $1,141,000 that will be allocated to it was told to me via the corporate council through a text message, through payroll, for payroll. I mean, payroll was this Friday. And then I was told it was also for infrastructure. So it's mind-blowing to me. I love the Lord, right? We got 30 plus churches. Harvey is a temperance settlement. We have churches everywhere because a Christian community in Harvey Church, right? That's who founded this city. So, but we spent $32,000 on a gospel concert on Sunday.
Where? Here at Thornton Township.
And while I love the Lord, we could have used that for something else. All the churches pay for a business license. The churches in Harvey are the anchors. We don't even have a grocery store here. Right. So it's not about pointing the fingers, right? But in order for us to get out of this hole, right, we got to do it transparently. Yeah. So I hope they lay it all out tonight.
Yes. I pray for you. We here for you. All right.
Now, who is she, an alderman?
She's the alderwoman for the 2nd Ward. Yes. She's actually running for mayor. Colby Chapman. Yes. She's
You're not allowed to go in yet?
No, not yet. They are not happy with us right now. They're not happy with us on their own mistakes. That's what's crazy. The residents didn't do this.
Hit a big starting at the top of whatever the top is, a truck.
You have
on this bad mentality.
Yeah.
We the people.
Absolutely. You see how many police officers out here for a board meeting? Why do they have so many cops out here when they should be on the streets? This is ridiculous. Am I wrong? Okay, because you know what's going on in Harvey right now. So why are they all here and we're peaceful? This makes no sense. But you see what the mayor is allowing to do, right? Yeah. As long as y'all are paying attention, just know what he's trying to do. And this is shameful. This is very shameful for Harvey. I hate to see this, but I love to expose it. And remember, Colby is running for mayor. So, yes, ma'am. Harvey needs change. And with this gonna help her even better. Yes, because if they take over the finances, then all she can do is just focus on the city. And she won't have to worry about that. You see what I'm saying? So this is very good for people. Mm-hmm.
Straight to your left. Straight to your left. Go straight. She left your immediate area in the corner.
I don't have my walker though. Yeah, I don't have my walker. That's why I need to zip it. Yeah, because I'm going to fall.
I don't know the phone.
Yeah, I can't either because I don't want to fall. Thank you.
I gotta protect my correspondence, man. I sure do need one.
Yeah, see how far back they got the media? This is crazy. This is nuts. We so happy that they did this today. Let me put up my stuff. How you doing today?
Other people, okay, who are running for office, but I'm not running for office right now, and neither is the council. So you can keep that one because we're not running for office.
Yet.
There is no place in the United States of America, other than the city of Harvey, that has had its police department raided twice by the federal government and once by the state. There is no place other than, I think it's East St. Louis, that has the pension funds being intercepted by the state comptroller. And it's had to deal with becoming a financially distressed city. These are unprecedented times. When you talk about policing gentlemen's clubs and providing police protection for drug dealers, those are unprecedented times. When you talk about the planning department being raided by the federal government, those are unprecedented times. And the list goes on and on and on. So we're not talking about.
Hell no, it's not gonna be good enough.
They probably working with y'all. People ain't working with us. We can't even respect each other and have a decent conversation. When our elders are sitting up here and can't follow the rules. It don't have to be this difficult. We can actually work together. But the problem is, and I figured it out, some of y'all don't want that. You want to tear it down because you want somebody else to build it up. You got another agenda. You got another agenda. Well, let me tell you something right here in the house of God. Your agenda doesn't matter. God's does. So we're going to keep moving. I hope and pray for you. I hope that he can deal with your attitude, deal with your heart, deal with your mind, because it don't make no sense that all you have to say is negative stuff out of your mouth. Come on, can we please,
Walk my uncle out, all because he's snitching.
Are you done? You know what, yeah, I'm done. I'm about to leave this same box. All right, before we move on, almost Dorothy, specifically you, I saw your hair raise up on your head. I never saw that before, like that. You know, unfortunately, we still have some Caledonians out there who seem for some odd reason, no matter what you do, if you speak that man's name in a way that they don't like, they got a problem with it. You know, I remember seeing Barack Obama on television when he was talking about President Trump, and he was saying, now what if I did the same thing he did? If I did the same thing that had been done between 2003 and 2019, people would be trying to burn me at the stake, and they would definitely wouldn't be calling for my immediate resignation now, they would have called for my immediate resignation then. They would have also called for me to be locked up. But that stuff didn't happen because the Caledonians believe in supporting somebody who ran the city into the ground. Now,
He really did call them Caledonians.
When we protested, Joe Whittington, when we protested, we were removed from office. And we were illegally removed from the office. And fortunately, the state attorney and the attorney general, I believe, got involved and restored it. So we were removed from office when we spoke out against what was going on.
Let me ask a question. Go ahead. Can you just say your name? Just so we have what did you make of tonight's meeting and the decision here to have what it looks like a unanimous vote for an ordinance that was not a bunch of
I think it's a representation of my direction. We have been in office for 10 years. I've never seen a financial what we don't see our bills, right? So we understand that there are debts coming out. And we have a right against my attorney as president. We just had a $30,000 thank you. So just in 2 months, it goes over 70,000. Being at a construction company, monthly $60,000 over the course of 2 years. So I think this is the best way to move forward. I call this way to make sure our having financial even 1 hour prior to the council. If I'm seeing a variety of things, financial structure, I'm not receiving any remote being removed on Monday from the 12th. Those are major steps. All of us taking that. We can't do things that are good only for one person, but not for all. This is what all of us call for the ability to add an agenda. I think that so the next thing happens, especially yet public comment came before tonight's presentation. Give the residents an opportunity to even get feedback on this. Take care. You too. Okay. I'm satisfied that this is the first step. I believe that the state of Illinois is going to deliver, full fidelity. We'll have a day-to-day or understanding of that when bills list come across us and we're asked to vote on these, and we'll have a more in-depth understanding of where it's going to allocate. So as mentioned, being in construction, I've never seen engineering rendering to have an idea that they should be paid at $60,000. I'm sure even our comptroller previously served in the previous administration, I'm just hampered one tonight. Why would we still employ that particular comptroller at $20,000 per month? There is frivolous spending. I'm allocated $25,000 annually. I'm going to my second year. And so $50,000 is left in the coffers because nothing has ever been dispersed to me. So there's money here. It's not about what we're making. It's about what we're doing.
It seems that everyone is in unity on this because there's a new level of cooperation.
I don't know necessarily to say that my unanimous vote or my vote. I believe in voting for things that are good or the best interest of the people. Tonight is the best interest of the city of Harvey, so that we can have a financial understanding on what our trajectory looks like forward.
What would you say to the rest of the state of Illinois?
Hello, how you doing?
Thank you for supporting us as we move forward in the new direction. And we're very hopeful that we can change our tide with new bodies that will oversee our financial. I'm just saying employees as a whole, them not providing some real insight. If you all are going to be 1.4 million, I put the commas too many, but 1.4 million winning off.
Okay, people. Sorry, let's pause. I want to pull something up real quick so I can read to y'all. Came from what we was doing yesterday. So they're calling it financially distressed city ordinance, right? So this is a financial surrender. So they're surrendering all of their finances basically to the city. And the city will manage Harvey's finances, right? Now let's be real. Is that a good thing? Possibly. they're admitting that they can't manage this money. They're broke. But they've been broke for almost 7 years. So, my intuition is like, it's like, what made y'all come to this point right here, right now, today? I don't know what happened with his re-election. I know that he ran on a ticket with the Alderwoman Colby Chapman. I haven't really had a conversation with her about what their platform was based off of and what they ran off of. That's something that I really would love to look at, because I wonder if this man is planning on running or running again, right? He's planning on doing it again, because he's already showing that it took you 7 years to figure out that you need to be financially bailed out. If I inherited a debt, like say I got a car and the fucking car note wind up being $3,000. I can't afford a $3,000 car note. Now it's 7 years later. I still got this $3,000 car note. No, I got the $3,000 car note monthly with that huge debt that I'm paying now, plus whatever else I incurred over these 7 years, right? So what he's basically saying is that the debt that Kellogg had, and the reason why Harvey is in distress is because of Kellogg, right? And I know Kellogg. I met Kellogg. I don't know the full story. When Kellogg was the mayor, it was back in my party days. So he was cool to me. I didn't know what he was doing to Harvey. So I wasn't mad at Kellogg, because I know a lot of the people in Harvey that are cool with me. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have issues with Kellogg. I never knew Christopher Clark from Harvey. Never met the man until I heard he was mayor, and then I heard about him. But I never knew him growing up in Harvey. And I know a lot of people in Harvey because, like I said, I went to school in that area. I have older sisters that went to school in this area. I have a brother that went to school in this area. So we are all born, bred, deep-rooted in this area. Whether or not people want to give us our props, and you want to try and say, oh, y'all not from out here, but we are. We actually fought to get out here, verified. So again, you can't tell us what we can or cannot do in our own fucking community, right? Back to Kellogg. Kellogg, bro, if I was you, I'd show up to one of these fucking meetings, the next meeting. Because that last meeting was all about you. Why he still got your name in his mouth? That's your bro, right? Why he still talking about the shit you did when he been in office 7 fucking years? Who gives a fuck what Kellogg did after your second term? The first term we cared, right? The first term mattered. But after your second term, you still blaming Kellogg? And you ain't did shit to fix the debt? You ain't gave us a piece of financial any fucking thing, right? A budget, controls report. Give us last year's fucking expenditures. You ain't gave us a motherfucking thing to go off of, right? But you want us to trust and believe that you're doing this for the benefit of the city because now mind you, the firemen, oh my God. It's just so much to unpack in this story. A lot of the debt comes from the police pension and a fireman's pension that was mismanaged. A lot of it comes from that. These pensions are very important and valuable for them and their family members because that is what they worked hard for and they deserve their retirement the way the money sees fit for them, right? You cannot. This man got on. He got on the mic yesterday and told people that I've never heard this. I'm glad to repeat it because I've never heard this. Well, When I came in, the police officers had holes in the floors of their cars, like Flintstone. He did the little thing. And, you know, we owed them money. And I would personally have rather gotten better cars because you guys complain about the cars all the fucking time. Why do you don't want to ride in the Flintstone cars all the fucking time? Let's get newer cars. He wanted the police officers to take their pension money that they deserve, whatever settlement they was about to get, forego it, and put it back into Harvey. So my kids, my wife, my family, whoever else I help take care of. Hey y'all, I'm owed like $20,000. I know we need stuff in this house because this is money that's owed to us. However, the mayor of Harvey, Christopher Clark, you remember that wonderful man? The tall, dark, wonderful man? The one that likes Jedediah Brown and investigate and advocate? That fake fraudulent agency? That man, we want you to forget about this money that we can enrich ourselves with and help our family because we want to give it to Harvey. Let's just give our money to Harvey. Harvey deserves it. Y'all don't need new shoes. Y'all don't need new clothes. Just give it to Harvey. Harvey needs it. Mind you, we're not going to tell you guys what's going on with your money. We mismanaging the fuck out of your pensions because we spending it on everything else but you. We understand that you guys are doing a wonderful job for Harvey. All of the fires that you're taking care of. You're a first responder to a lot of situations. We appreciate your hard work, but we don't want to repay you for it. That's what they saying. That's what they saying. And if we had to repay you, unfortunately, we just gonna file bankruptcy because we can't afford it. That's what they saying. You know how you know that you on a boot list? And you like, oh, I gotta keep having my car, Then all of a sudden, because this happened to me, I was at the President's Lounge. I had a put on my car. And I knew that I was getting tickets from the Chicago Finance Director Department, whatever, city. Back in them days, I just was like, whatever. This is me. A lot of things I did not knowingly or not paying attention to what I was really doing. But I just forgot all them tickets until they just piled up. I was out shaking my ass one night at the President's Lounge, getting it on. Yeah, because I twerk too. I can twerk. So people say I dance. What? And so what? Anyway, so come outside. I'm looking, what the fuck? Is that a boot on my car? I'm drunk too. Fucked up. It was a night where luckily my brother was there at the spot. We was all there. I don't know what made us all meet up together, but he was able to take me home. Then I had to do a lot of stuff to get my car back, but I got it back. But I had to pay that money. They wasn't playing with me. They said, you want your shit? Pay us, bitch. And that's what the fuck I had to do. Yeah, that's how they came at me. They gangstered my car. And then they said, if you don't come get it, I'ma tow it. And if we tow it, you're gonna have to pay those fees plus the tow expenses. So you got 24 hours to get your fucking car before we put it on that little, you know how they put it on that little hot ticket list? But I ain't owe that much for them to have to like really need to like take my car and snatch and tow. It was only like $700 of fines and stuff that I had accumulated. But those is fines going back to when I had my 89 box Chevy, y'all. I used to be a thug back in the day. I ain't gonna tell y'all my real life until y'all read my book. But just know that, you know, I've been out here in these streets a little bit. Don't get it twisted. Don't act like this girl ain't never been about some type of life. I have been. I just don't want to be about it right now. But I want to be good for the rest of my life. I want to do things to help enrich my community, help people grow, help people understand, just help. That's why, before I finish about Harvey, I'm going to tell y'all something. My organization is not that anymore. The health component of it, the illness component of it, I didn't want to do that again because that man made it so toxic with talking about my illness to where I don't even want to talk about my illness like that anymore. I know what I'm going through, and I know it is serious. I know what I'm going to continue to go through. This is the reason why I'm doing this exercise and yogas and all of that. Not only do I have tumors in my head, I'm diabetic, so I have type 2 diabetes. I have very low blood pressure. I get overexerted. I don't know why, but on days when it rains, it takes my body out. I have a real bad neurological disposition to any type of change in barometric pressure. Meaning that every time the barometric pressure change, going good or bad, my body feels it. It's so fucking random and weird, but I've been tracking it, and I've been making notes of the days when I always feel it, and I'm always right. That's why I say that to say that I don't want to talk about my illness no more, because my new organization is going to be about community. Because this shit right here, what Christopher Clark is doing, I need to help this community. Because like with this financial distress ordinance for the city, we need to help people understand finances. So in your regular day of life, even with myself, because I'm starting to rebuild, understand this is Vivian Allen part 2. This is the new and improved her, the smart girl that nobody knew about. I'm very fucking intelligent. I got a master's degree in human resource management from Keller University. So again, I'm very educated and very intelligent. I just been through some shit. And then I grew up in a neighborhood that made me who I am. It molded me, shaped me into this person that y'all see here today. And most of my growing up has been in Harvey. Which is the reason why I fucking care about Harvey and why I'm fucking helping Harvey. Is because I went to school in Harvey. Most of the guys I dated, not most, but a lot of them, my first love was in Harvey. My biggest crush was lived in Harvey. There's so many guys that I just dealt with that been in Harvey. So I fucked with niggas in Harvey before. It's been my life, so why wouldn't I want to help Harvey? Don't make sense not to help Harvey. I got too many friends in Harvey not to help Harvey. So we getting back to this financially distressed city, right? Because this is a bailout. He's trying to get bailed out, y'all. And that last meeting, it showed the testament, because they voted yesterday, which is the first step to get Harvey certified as a financially distressed city under the law. Now I'm reading this alone because this specifically the Financially Distressed City Act 65 ILCS 5/8-12. So it means that the State Financial Advisory Authority will now control Harvey's money. They can veto budgets, reject contracts, and demand balanced spending plans. It's basically a financial probation for a city that's been cutting corners way too fucking long. Of course, he gonna blame Kellogg, because he been in there 7 years. So what did you do? We know Kellogg's balanced. What did you do to improve it? If Mayor Clark had just came in and been like, hey y'all, this is a financial, look, I'm getting this money, but I have to do this, that, and with this money. I know that we are in a deficit. I know y'all think money coming in, but this is the budget. This is what I'm working with. Show us that you have air. If you don't have shit, show us you don't have shit. You ain't show us a document. That's your failure. Your failure is not that the city needs to bail out, you dumbass. Your failure is you should have bailed it out a long time ago. What the fuck made you take 7 years to bail Harvey out when y'all could be fucking good right now? Stupid? That didn't make no sense. Who advised? I know who advised you. I forgot. You working with new people now that helped clean house, possibly, allegedly. I don't fucking know. The same people that's going around helping INA on their platforms. I'm watching Shay's lawsuit. I see a lot of people from Dalton in Shay's lawsuit. I am going to find out what I missed, y'all. Y'all manipulated me and played me so bad. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. I was nothing but good to you guys. Especially Jason, I am shocked that you would do this to me. You would let this man do this to me. And Beth, fuck me. What about Beth? Y'all let this man attack Beth in that type of aggressive manner, and y'all didn't do a motherfucking thing about it? Nothing? Y'all will never get my motherfucking votes again. Ever. And then you promoting Stephanie Wiedemann. I did not know you was a fraud, Stephanie. I thought you was a good person. You had me fooled the most. It's just like, damn. I miss that. I can't wait to catch up on what Shay has been going through. Because now I'm seeing that he got y'all tied up in some bullshit that's finna come to fruition. I don't even have to even try and figure it out. I just want to see what happened through him. What the fuck did y'all do to this man? What did y'all do to Shay? Why did y'all ruin that man's channel? That civil conspiracy shit is very fucking real. It's very real. And y'all gonna be on court papers. These are real records. Now I see why Tiffany was trying to do what Mayor Clark is doing right now. Because remember, when Cassandra said that she was going to come in, she said, and she was right, really just so broke, that I just give it over to the fucking state. And everybody else was mad at that point. I was even mad because we just didn't want her in there. I don't know if I was manipulated to be against Cassandra. Maybe she was a good candidate. I didn't like her attitude, so that's why her mouth is what stopped her, right? Her mouth. But she could have been on to something if she didn't have that mouth. Sometimes when you want to be in the people world and you want to do things for the people, you gotta watch your motherfucking mouth. I can say what the fuck I want to say because I'm a resident. Anybody touch me, it's a fucking felony. I just found that out the other day because I didn't even realize that since I'm disabled and I do have a cane and a walker, run up if you want to. Run up, you're going to get done up. And these hands work very well. But I'm definitely going to press felony charges because everybody knows I'm disabled. Try me. I can say what the fuck I want to say. Be held accountable or stop doing dumb shit. Y'all dumb. Y'all actually going to let this man put y'all in some fucking legal lawsuits like that? Then y'all got everybody searching my motherfucking page. Stop coming on my shit. I don't fuck with none of y'all. Leave me the fuck alone. All y'all. You see me, don't say hi to me. If you see me tomorrow, don't speak. I don't fuck with y'all. And I'd rather just ignore you for the rest of my life. You leave me the fuck alone. I will leave you the fuck alone. Because I'm only after one fucking person. Y'all master. Y'all people are fucking pathetic. To let that man sit there and say that shit about me, like y'all don't know what the fuck I've been through. Y'all motherfuckers saw me after my surgeries. But I'm faking? I went through 30 days of radiation. I see an oncologist, but I can't have a slip of a tongue and say I had cancer. And then now y'all just trying to say, oh, well, fuck her. We don't need her no more because she's against Jed. So you go on that nigga platform, Mayor House, you actually validated that nigga. You and Clark. And this is why Clark is doing this bailout now, because Clark is fucking around. He about to find out that everybody been calling the FBI on Jed. Do y'all realize that that nigga's gonna get y'all in handcuffs? Like real life hand fucking cuffs. This shit ain't play. That's what Tiffany was warning us about. I don't fuck with her either because she had her own bullshit going on, but she wasn't lying about a lot of shit. She was not. When them feds was there and somebody said, no, they wouldn't investigate me, you a motherfucking lie. I saw the documents. Why would you lie to the residents like that? You manipulated the residents to think that you was not a subject of the investigation when in fact you were. This man, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. My daughter just bought me some.
I didn't think you wanted to put that in the video.
But they know I smoke. I love you, thank you. You gonna be back before she get home?
I don't know, I'm gonna help my papa at 2 months, but I should.
Okay. If not, just let me know. I get off the bus. All right, sorry y'all. So anyway, back to this. Yeah, so this dude is a whole fraudulent investigation company. This dude just put it on the record. Hey, clean house. He just put it on the record. Shay knows that. Shay saw my trial. I had to, in order. I had to do that in order to get my assault lawsuit, right? Hold on 1 second, y'all, because my battery is dead on my iPad. And this is what I'm using to make this video. And so, can't let it die. Oh, shit. It's my cup. Yeah, so, clean house. That's on the record that that INA is not licensed. Good fucking luck with him proving that it is. From the times when he harassed me, I don't give a fuck about y'all and what y'all doing. Just leave me the fuck out of it. Keep me out y'all motherfucking group chats. Stop having people come to my motherfucking page. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I do think that Dr. McCaskill is a better person than Kiana. I would never vote for Kiana. You using INA? You and Stephanie using INA? And you think people gonna vote for y'all? I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows that a vote for you is a vote for Jed. I can't believe y'all actually doing this shit. See, I'm off script now because I'm pissed. But the fact that y'all actually would be a part of a fucking fraudulent investigation and y'all run whole ass police departments, it's just, I don't know. Y'all would rather have used Jed than to use someone that has a little bit more credibility in that. Just a little bit more. I didn't understand why Super Producer was black. Like, y'all let that man talk about her so bad. What did she ever do to y'all? Because she didn't go along with everything y'all wanted to. Y'all manipulate everything when it comes to Dalton. Anybody say anything bad about Dalton, y'all have a conniption fit. Dalton is fucked. It's still fucked. So what are y'all saying? Again, clean house. Y'all need to clean y'all hands. Because I pray. Oh, and y'all in Kamal's lawsuit too. Why y'all in Kamal's lawsuit? I saw y'all file a appearance. No, to get it dismissed. But then the judge, I think y'all got court in November. So, why is this? What's going on? I don't even care. Y'all keep it. Take me out that group chat. Y'all keep y'all little felonies with INA. Just take me out. I got my own jump shot I'm working on. I don't need y'all's. I'm solo dolo. Playing one-on-one right now. So, back to what I was saying. Because I had to get that off my chest. So, with Harvey, it's just a lot. I wanted to show y'all videos, but what I realized is that I'm not on my StreamYard app. But I'm going to put some links in there for y'all to just watch these videos. And then maybe I'll do another video. No, I'll use the videos for my next video. So when I come out here and do another workout, you know, I'll do that video because then I'll be on my StreamYard. I'm not on my StreamYard right now, and I'm not about to restart this. It's not going to happen. Or maybe I'll incorporate the videos afterwards. That's what I do. At the end of this stream, it'll be the videos because I'll go in CapCut and add them to it. Look at me using my brain. Okay. So, y'all remember Dalton, right? Dalton went through the same thing with their fireman pension. Tiffany withheld their money. She ignored their contract. Blamed the trustees for trying to fix it. The trustees actually did a really good thing with the firefighters. I was very proud of them when they did that. Because those men have been working for so long without a contract. And what was happening to them was disgusting. So the trustee, y'all did an excellent job on working with the firefighters to get them their contract. I give y'all that kudos because y'all did that. Without y'all, them men would have probably still been waiting. So thank y'all. Anyway, the firefighters finally sued, demanding they pay back. I know this because I was talking to one of the I think his name is Adam. Don't get mad at me if I say I think, because I'm pretty sure that's what your name is, but I don't want to say the wrong thing and then it's not Adam. But pretty sure your name is Adam. But when we had that conversation, he was letting me know about, you know, their contracts, because Tiffany was trying to sue them to not have to pay them. But she lost. Because the trustees had already put their contracts in for them. And she tried to veto it. And she was not able to veto it in courts. And it stood as is. See, that's why you gotta follow these court cases, because you think that one thing is happening, but you know a whole other thing is happening. So again, it's different ways to go about things legally, and they went about things the right way, and they got their contracts. They still stand, and I applaud them for that. So Clark has been telling the firefighters like, hey, I know y'all need y'all money, but please don't get it. Firefighters in the back, they pissed. They not happy. Everybody was there looking, because the church was big enough to hold everybody. If y'all look at my video, I think I pay him back to the firefighters. Not Million is doing a live. I think he has a video of them as well. He's going to do a live today, as well as super producer, because she used my live when she looked at the meeting, and then she had to go to another live because I didn't plan to go to the meeting yesterday. My cell phone died at the meeting because I didn't charge it. I didn't have my battery pack because it was an impromptu meeting. I never planned to go until I got that text late. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm going. So I say that to say that Harvey got some work. Mayor Clark, you got some work. It's crazy how y'all always pay the police but always cheat the firefighters. Because the police do what y'all say, and the firefighters are just first responders. So they're in no real advantage for you guys like the cops are. When you see stuff like that, you know that there's a reason for the corruption. Most of the time when people only want to pay their police officers and not their firefighters, that's because the firefighters are there for community. The police officers are there for muscle. They're going to pay the muscle guys. You always going to pay the muscle, right? But you don't want to pay the people that helps in the community. That's how he robs us, right? That's how he robbed Harvey. So he takes from a lot of different pots and just leave little bits and pieces for everybody. But he doesn't show it. So we don't know the full financial devastation or lack thereof, because we'll never see probably those records until he is completely out of office and when the state takes over. How does that work? How does that work? Because I was listening to the young lady that said that the homeowner taxes will be raised. That is concerning. Oh no, the property value will go down. I'm sorry, not the taxes. They already have the highest taxes. But the property values will go down because the city is bankrupt. Makes sense. Your credit score ain't gonna be good if you bankrupt. If you file bankruptcy, that shit gotta get off your credit. Sometimes it takes years. So again, what's gonna happen? Now, my humble opinion about Harvey, I'm glad that Colby Chapman is running for mayor. I'm glad that Christopher Clark actually admitted his faults after almost 7 years. I'm disappointed that he has yet to provide us with any financial records of any sort. Because you had a comptroller's report and you had a treasurer's report. You keep telling us about all these numbers. You keep showing us what show us Kellogg's numbers. Show us some type of reports. If you don't want to show your own, show somebody else's. Again, you're not being transparent because you've been taking money and you're trying to figure out how to cook the books. That's what you're doing. You cooking your books. And it's not going to work, sir. go to jail. I know your whole argument is why the fuck is Kellogg still out, and you been doing the same thing, and you might get charged. But why would you get in there and do the same shit that Kellogg been doing anyway? That's my question. You deserve the accountability because you thought that it was a fucking easy win, and it ain't. What's done in the dark eventually gonna come to somebody's light. Even if you don't get held accountable, people gonna know you stole. So even if Eric Kellogg wasn't held accountable, people know that he took that fucking money, but he got away with it. So now that you are the mayor and you ain't prosecuting him, why the fuck is you and you a lawyer? You a lawyer. So you mean to tell me instead of you using your lawyer brain, nigga, is you educated or not? How you a lawyer and you telling me that you cannot figure out how to hold Kellogg accountable? You want everybody to do your fucking job. You want the residents to come and tell you how to run the city. You want people to come and help you with these finances. You want everybody to do everything for you, but you won't even let Colby Chapman or Alderman Keys ask a fucking question. You got your faux-ass dummy yes men just sitting there. Yeah. Motherfucking Shirley Lewinsky, girl, you talk loud as fuck for no reason. Nobody want to hear that bullshit fucking cigarette fucking language coming out your mouth. No, for what? What are you saying? Just because you were there, you're part of the problem. You're voting yes to every fucking thing. Why are you doing this? Why? You care about your war or nah? Because you ain't did shit. You vote yes for every fucking thing. You don't ask no fucking questions. Talani Smith, you don't ask no fucking questions. Dominique Randall, you don't ask no fucking questions. Tyrone Rogers, ain't you a felon or ain't you on assault charges? How is he even still the alderman when his record is public knowledge? Because you got 4 people that is always in the mayor's yes. We got the money. We just need the business taxes. Now y'all can't hustle nobody else, and you ain't cool enough to do it like Kellogg did it. Now you fucking fucked. You thought you was gonna get in there and get the same benefits and same shit Kellogg was getting, and them motherfuckers played your goofball ass. I'm sorry, goofball ass. I was getting upset. But he thought you was finna get that shit, and you ain't get it like you thought you was gonna get it. So instead, you're just doing all this dumbass shit. Like, dude, I can tell the difference between a lawyer and an attorney. You have a lawyer brain. Because you just like them ambulance shakers that just don't know shit. You just do anything and say anything just because you think you got a degree. Nigga, so what? Your degree don't mean nothing if you ain't doing right by the people. Child, I'm going to tell y'all something. Harvey need work. I talk to the residents out there. Nobody's happy with what's going on. Nobody's happy that they don't know what's going on. This is shameful. You got seniors out there that just don't know what's going on now and that's panicking. You're not even letting the aldermen ask questions that the public want to know. The aldermen don't even know what's going on in Harvey. But your 4 yes dumbasses do. I'm so glad that they vote yes to all of your financial fuck-ups. Because they will be held accountable at some point too. God forbid if y'all doing some shit like Henyard. Remember, Keith Freeman, he called up. Chief Lacey, he called up. So, tread lightly. Tread lightly. Only other ones that ain't got caught really is Stan and Andrew, but that's because when Tiffany tried to do all that fraudulent spending, she had 4 trustees against her. They was against her, so they stopped all of that frivolous spending. But your 4 trustees are for you. So remember how Kiana and Jason and all of them was like, no. That's why I don't even know why Kiana was there. Because I was like, girl, you see this shit? And you ain't going to say nothing about this man. He doing what Tiffany did. but they might be on Clark's side, so that's the reason why they won't speak out against Clark, because they're working with Clark most likely. And I know that definitely Stephanie is cool with him. Kiana and Stephanie is like this. I see a lot of people sharing the City of Harvey website pages on social media. You know, they kick me out of Dalton politics and Harvey politics because, you know, I tell a lot of the truth. They don't like that shit. So, you know, I don't think that that's right, Kiana. You see what this man doing. Is this what you advised him to do? That was a good idea, but you should have been did that. Y'all should have been did that. That's how he would have saved face. Remember how y'all was telling me to tell Colby to apologize to him and to do all this? See, they've been directing me to do a lot of shit too. But I wouldn't do it. I would not. Because y'all was trying to set Colby up for Clark. I'm so glad I saw in between them lines around that time when I was really talking to y'all still. Because I saw between that. And y'all was trying to set Clark up for something that wasn't going to really come to fruition like y'all thought it was anyway. Because the state's attorney was not going to re-investigate this. They thought it was stupid when we went to court. So when y'all come and said, well, Clark is dropping the charges, Clark don't have the authority to drop the charges really because he wanted the charges to stick. It was the state's attorney agreement that there was no charges to be had. That's why the charges was dropped. She's not going to apologize for what the fuck she did because she stand on that shit. Why would she apologize? Y'all always want somebody to be manipulated. I'm glad that I ain't fucking forced her to do that shit. I'm glad I got the fuck away from y'all because I was listening to all the shit y'all used to tell me to do over these years and I'm like, damn, they was using the fuck out of me. And then they just disposed me like I was just nothing. It's fine though. Just leave me out y'all group chats going forward. You see me, don't say shit to me. None of you motherfuckers. None. Because I did not deserve the treatment that I'm getting. I don't have to deserve to have to do all this shit to go to trial, to have to stop this fool. Because y'all brought him here. And y'all allowed it. And y'all didn't say shit. When the residents came to the meetings, y'all silenced them. Y'all ain't say shit. And you right. Why would they stand up for me? Well, because I stood up for them. But they ain't have to say shit about me. But when he did Beth like that, Beth, I'ma always say that because Beth was the hardest for y'all. Beth went so motherfucking hard in the paint. I used to think that y'all was paying her to do all this shit. Again, that's just my final thoughts on Harvey. Now, while they are having their financial problems, I just wanted to go over my case so y'all can see the structure, right? So on September 20th, so let me tell y'all a little bit about the case. I filed the wrong motion. So I was arguing a no stalking motion and I filed it improperly. I am definitely refiling Monday, the proper order. I just filed it the wrong way. So trust and believe. I'll be back at the courts. So September 24th, 2025, I did a motion to show cause. It was denied. No contempt, no sanctions, right? I filed that improperly. September 29th, 2025, second motion denied. Still no basis for contempt. Again, improperly filed. September the 29th, discovery order partially granted. Brown must turn over December 2024 records only. So from December 2024 until current, he was supposed to turn those over to me. That was granted. I did not receive my discovery. So his electronic, anything that had Vivian Allen name in, he was supposed to turn it back over to the courts. He did not. My ADA accommodations, it was granted on September 29th as well. So the courts have my full medical health history. I have 2 tumors in my brain now, so how can I be lying about something? I had an 80% tumor in my brain before. Again, I'm disabled because I am, not because I want to be. It's not fun having a cane and a walker. It's not fun having your leg go out unexpectedly all day. It's not fun having a prosthetic forehead that feels like it has not healed yet. None of this is fun, but I gotta go through it. Again, October the 15th was the trial date. Final decision, it was denied. The judge wrote insufficient as a matter of law. This is what the judge wrote. That doesn't mean I lied. It means Illinois requires a very specific pattern. Repeated contact and credible threat plus fear provided. That's the stalking content of it. I do have fear, but he's not stalking me in person per se. It's more like online harassment with the fear because I know he's local. So that's how I have to explain it out and get an order that shows that. Again, still the petition was denied on technicality grounds, not credibility. This is the judge is what he put in there. Every motion, every ADA order, every piece of evidence is now public record. That's permanent proof of what I've endured and how I stood so far. This is from the courts, y'all. This is not from Vivian. I took my original findings and I actually put them in so they can summarize everything. And that's why I'm telling you guys verbatim what I have happened to me in court, because Mr. Brown has his own stories and his stories does not line up with the law. Again, I'm definitely going back and file next week. I've spoken to my son's school because he goes to a local community school. My granddaughter goes to a school locally in the community. One of the residents' grandchild is in her class. So people know that I'm local in this community. It hurts. It hurts bad. Because the people that I thought I built friendships with and bonds with, all just betrayed me for politics. And it's like, damn, politics over friendship? That's nuts. I'll never want a position where I have to betray motherfuckers just so I can get something else. That position is never worth my soul. Y'all let that man harass me, tear me down, fuck my business up. Everybody knew how proud I was of what I've been doing so far. All the hoodies that I bought, the t-shirts, the flyer. I was almost ready and set for my walk, and then here come this clown ass dude. And it just messed everything up. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to get pissed off. Get back to my smiles. We got a lot of work to do, y'all. We got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do with Jed. If anybody out there is a legal aid, an attorney, a lawyer, and you want to take a look at what I have to help me look at my case, please email me at survivorvev1@gmail.com. If you are one of my subscribers, once I verify that you're a subscriber, then I will definitely send you over the link. But I'm just looking for, just different set of eyes, because it's not that I failed at what I did the other day. I was definitely victorious. What I've been doing is I had to relearn a lot of things, right? What people might not realize is after having 4 brain surgeries, major, it's like my hips are from here to here. So all this was open. Got screws in my head, metal plate. You go through some memory challenges. So some of the things I'm still learning, I'm refiguring out. I had to refigure out a lot of things in life. That's why it's so fun for me doing this court process, and that's why I'm going so fucking hard, and I'm not gonna stop. because I'm gonna learn how to do this. I've always wanted to be a lawyer. That was my dream job, but I went to HR. I learned a lot in HR. See, what people don't know is the educated Vivian. They don't know the corporate Vivian. Everybody knows the thug Vivian, but nobody knows the corporate Vivian. I do have a soft side. I do have a listening side. Only time it's hard for me to listen is when it's my own trauma. Somebody told me, they was like, you don't listen, but I do listen. When I listen to argue, it's with my own trauma, and certain things I just don't like to put in my brain anymore. And so I try not to, but, you know, I got a lot of stuff that I'm about to do in the community. Because one thing Jedediah Brown did was, he showed me that I need to give back. I need to give back and do things for people so that therefore they can actually, you know, step out on faith and do something different for themselves. And the way that I know I'm going to give back is by offering free classes within the community. I don't want to sell jewelry no more. That's not my, I like doing craft. I've been telling y'all this for the longest. I make bracelets because it's fun and it's therapy for me. I'm not doing that to make money. When I was fundraising, I was doing it to make money because I wanted to make sure that the walk went well. Even when I did the fundraising, what y'all don't understand is that it didn't always go off like people think it did. But I say that to say that it doesn't matter now because my new organization is only about servicing inside of the community. And I'm just excited to do something to help people. I would never want to be in politics because politicians are mean, they're bullies, they're corrupt, and they just lie for no fucking reason. They use you like you disposable. It hurts. People don't understand, like, that shit hurts. Here I am, I had to call my son's school today and tell them about what's going on with me because I really thought that my son was kidnapped. Because I don't trust these people in this community. I didn't do anything to anybody. That's the sad part is that I just been nice, sweet. Ain't nobody ever seen. Yeah, I went after Tiffany because Tiffany was a fraud. First off, and I ain't mean to do this, but now I'm finna say this. When Tiffany was running, she asked me if I wanted a job. I didn't ask her for a job. Like, it's verified. I made a document for the Village of Dawn because they said they didn't have one. It was like a process document. I think I showed it on one of my lives. I say that to say that I was not pissed off when she didn't give me the job as somebody else was trying to reiterate. Because they're trying to say that, you know, I wanted favors and I got mad because I didn't get favors. Let me tell you something. When Clean House just won, you can ask Jason, you can ask anybody that was part of that administration. I didn't ask for a motherfucking thing because I didn't want shit from them but to win and do good by the city. I never asked for any favors. I ain't asked for no job. I ain't be like, hey, Jason, hook me up with this. I ain't never asked them for nothing actually because I wanted them to do shit the right way. But here you are telling me motherfuckers been talking about me. What they been saying, bro? Like, if y'all had something to say about me, I ain't like the way I was doing things, come tell me, check me, tell me about myself. Like, y'all people is fucking weird. But then there's politics. So now I get it, because I ain't never been in politics world. I always been in the streets. I ain't fuck with politicians because y'all shady as fuck. Now I see why. Y'all shady as fuck. Then y'all had this man going after NAPO and Dr. McCaskill. For real? Why y'all keep sending this man after other politicians because y'all feelings hurt? He ain't give y'all favors. Kiana, you just mad at him because he gave Dr. McCaskill the nomination, so now you trying to bring her down. Why you doing that? Y'all don't think I know that y'all sending this man after these people unnecessarily? He's so hell-bent on bringing NAPO and Dr. McCaskill down, when if they doing something, they gonna bring themselves down. Why do y'all have to send him to terrorize these people? If they doing wrong shit, they wrong shit gonna come to the light no matter what. Just like y'all wrong shit is about to come to the light. Because y'all fucking with him, sending him after them, and it's gonna get exposed, probably. Y'all need to stop. I'm just sick and tired of this stupid, foolish shit. Everybody want their favors. Everybody got their friends doing this. I'm glad I wasn't part of nothing to get along game. Keep me out of y'all motherfucking group chats. Stop having people come to my page. Stop having people look at me, talk to me, come for me. I'm tired. I'm trying to heal myself. I've been with no swelling for about a week now, and that's good for me. Y'all see my face? My face has no swelling in it. It still hurts up here, but I can do this. You see that? Normally I can't do that. I can't do it up here because that part hurt. But I can do it here. That's good for me. He was like, oh, well, you this and you. Why are y'all worried about me so much? Just know that I am truly disabled. When I filed for disability, I got it on the first time. I don't know how cancer works when it comes to disability, but from what I was told, it's not a serious enough situation where everybody with cancer could get disability. So why is my tumor and what I went through, I got my disability on the first shot? Because my shit was serious. Not diminishing anybody else's, because I have family members that just passed recently from cancer. But understand that my shit is different and sensitive. And it was high level. My fucking brain. Neuro. Y'all want to try and treat my shit like it just ain't shit. Because y'all ain't shit. Anyway, I'm sorry, I got off topic again. I'm not gonna hold y'all because I'm gonna get to talk about some other shit. But I'm just trying to see if I forgot anything that I had on here. Cause I made notes. Cause I know I get off topic because I get mad and I have to reel myself back in. But yeah, this is just me. I ain't got nothing else, that's it. This is just me coming here and just wanted to, give you guys some news that you probably can use while I'm doing my stretching, because I'm about to do this 10-minute yoga. So, if y'all watch this 10-minute yoga with me, feel free to join in, because I figure every time I do a video, I'm just going to try and do some type of workout. Let me turn this down though, because I don't know how the music gonna be. Oh, it's already there. Okay. So,
Citizens coming to the church behind me here to witness what was really a hastily called city council meeting over this fiscal emergency. All the meeting was about was passing an ordinance that the mayor wanted to have passed that would open the door to Springfield coming in to help this city, which is actually $164 million in debt and has very little ability to pay its current bills. Now, some 150 interested residents coming in to hear the mayor, Christopher Clark, say Harvey needs to say this really about itself, and thus invite Springfield to come in, examine the books, and help design a way forward. In fact, Harvey has a 52% property tax collection rate, which is not very high, and they bring in less money than they spend, even though they have the third highest property taxes in Cook County. And in fact, 35% of state revenue and restricted funds gets diverted by the state controller to fund the fire pension, and municipalities in Illinois are not allowed to declare bankruptcy. And so the current administration has been sounding the alarm in this situation for 6 years now.
We can bring brighter minds into our community to help us to move forward and figure out ways to deal with such a sizable amount of debt, then we welcome it.
We're very hopeful that we can change our tide with new bodies that will oversee our financial situation.
Okay. Now, the vote for that ordinance.
An alderperson in Harvey. She was originally accused of causing disruptions during city council meetings and faced disorderly conduct and resisting arrest charges. It led to the mayor taking efforts to censor and move her. An alderperson in Harvey. She was originally accused of causing disruptions during city council meetings and faced disorderly conduct and resisting arrest charges. It led to the mayor taking efforts to censor and move her.
Hey.